Hey everyone, Travis Robertson, CEO and founder of Robertson Coaching International, where we help people create businesses that support their life, not businesses that run their life. And probably one of the questions I'm asked more than anything else is, how do you help your clients plan their business or plan their next year? What is the process that they go through? So I thought I'd kind of open it up a little bit and show you some of what we have our clients do, starting today with 4 questions to kind of rev up your goal setting. So if you're kind of looking ahead to the next year, depending on when you're watching this, maybe you kind of want to readjust your goals for the remainder of the year. Depending on what's going on, it doesn't matter, but there's some questions we always have our clients start with, and they're kind of reflection questions, or they're things that are intended to get them thinking about the last 12 months and then look ahead to the next 12 months and kind of see where they're going. So I want to walk you through these 4 questions and give you some insight into how to do this exercise correctly, because I believe that before you do anything else, you should answer these 4 questions for yourself and for your business. So the first question is this: what did I do right or well this year? So over the last 12 months, think back. What went well? What did you accomplish that was good? What did you do that was right? You know, just make a list of all the different things you can think of. And by the way, for all of these questions that I'm going to show you, I would challenge you, come up with at least 5 different answers, 5 different responses for each one of these questions. Now, the key phrase there is at least 5, not 5 is the target. I mean, for this one right here, just in my business in the last, I'm actually going through this process right now, and just for the last 12 months, I've got 8 or 9 so far that are really key things. Now, it doesn't have to be everything, but really think of those key things that you look back on the last 12 months and go, man, I nailed that. I did that right. I did that well. Come up with at least 5. You've got at least 5 in there. I don't care how bad your year was. You've got 5 in there. The second question is this: what did I do wrong or poorly in the last year? What went wrong? You know, what mistakes did you make? What things did you screw up on? And I had, you know, somebody asked me, they're like, isn't this question worded a little negatively? I mean, shouldn't I rephrase it and go, what could I have done better? I'm like, look, it's at some point you need to level with yourself. You've got to be honest with yourself. And if phrasing it this way stings a little bit, great, because the idea is you don't want to make the same mistakes twice. You know, we're all allowed to make mistakes, right? We're all allowed to do things wrong or poorly once, but if we keep doing it over and over again, that's where we start to have a problem. And so kind of phrasing it this way is forcing yourself to recognize that that was a mistake. I screwed that up, and you know what? That's okay as long as I don't do it again. And so I want you to think about what are the things that didn't go so well, and write those things down and really reflect on them, because the next question is this: what do I want to see change next year? You know, as you look ahead to the next 12 months, again, I don't care when in the calendar year you're seeing this video or you're going through this exercise. You don't have to wait till January to set your goals. Truthfully, you shouldn't. But you know, it could be September, it could be June, July. It doesn't matter to me. But for the next 12 months, what do you want to see changed that maybe you haven't been doing? And by the way, what most people do is they do this. They take the list from number 2, then they copy it over to number 3 and they reword it and they go, well, everything I did wrong, I'll just change next year. And that's kind of half-assing this goal, and I don't want you to do that. Instead, what I want you to do is I want you to focus on maybe coming up with some things that, you know, maybe you made a mistake last year, but doesn't mean you just need to copy it and paste it into the next, your goals for the next year and say, well, I'll just do it better next year. Maybe you look at it and go, you know what? I don't even want to put any effort or attention there. The mistake was actually putting any attention or effort into this activity, and this next year I don't want to do that. So this list isn't just a copy and paste, it's really evaluating, what do I want to see change? When I get to the end of next year or the next 12 months and I'm looking back on this 12-month period, what is it that you're going to look at and go, man, this was an awesome 12-month period. This was an awesome year. Why? What would make you say that? Is it a certain goal? Is it a certain achievement? Is it a certain way you feel? Maybe it's a health goal or a financial goal. Maybe it's something in your business and you say, you know what, I want to reshape how my business is structured, or I want to build a team, or I want to make some key hires. I don't know what it is for you. It could be anything. But what do you want to see change next year? And by the way, when answering these questions, don't just limit it to your business. Think about it from a business perspective or a career perspective and a personal perspective. Look, life isn't compartmentalized, you guys. We don't go home and shut work out. What happens at home impacts our work life, and what happens at work impacts our home life, doesn't it? So I want you to have things on here that are both personal and professional. That's how you know you're going to be doing this right and you're going to be going through the right exercise. And again, we have all of our clients go through these 4 questions when they're starting, kind of thinking about it from a personal and a professional level. And then the 4th question is this: what must you do to make those changes? So if all these changes you want to see happening in the next year, over the next 12 months, what are you going to have to do to make those changes? And what changes in yourself are you going to have to make? What changes in your business you're going to have to make? What changes in your approach are you going to have to make? I don't know what they are for you. It kind of depends on what you put up here in this question right here. How you answer this is ultimately going to determine what you need to do to make those changes. But again, come up with at least 5 changes that you're able to make. And it's not that you have to take the shotgun approach, by the way, right? Is just immediately make all of these changes. It's something that you can phase these things in over the next 12 months. But you're recognizing that, you know what, if I want to have more energy at the end of next year, what do I need to change in my diet? What do I need to change in my routine and my habits and my exercise? If you look at this and you say, you know, one of the changes I want to make is I want to get to the end of next year and I want to focus on doing fewer things, but doing them more effectively. So how are you going to filter out the essentials from the non-essentials? How are you going to look at what you're doing and say, you know what, this isn't important for me to be working on. I need to be focused over here on just these few things and making a big stride or big progress over here rather than little progress in these other areas. So what do you got to do? Write down your ideas and then take those ideas and convert them ultimately into goals, which actually we're going to cover in the next video. I'm going to show you there are 9 key areas of life that you want to set goals for. And in the next video, I'm actually going to walk you through those 9 areas and show you how to set more effective goals so that they're not boring and they're not, you know, dumb or just lazy goals and uninteresting or uninspiring goals. So this is what I want you to work on. Answer these 4 questions. Spend time. You shouldn't be able to do this in an hour, by the way. This is something that should take a little bit of time. Maybe you do it over a couple of days. You brainstorm whatever you can think of, then set it aside for a couple days, then come back to it and say, you know what, do I still feel this way? Is this really what I want to do? Spend some time thinking about it, because sometimes we put stuff down because we think we should put it down, not because it's actually meaningful or important to us. So spend some time, answer these 4 questions, and I promise you, it'll make planning your next 12 months, your next year, a lot more exciting and a lot more interesting. See you in the next video.